Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. How are you doing today? So here today on Abi the Witch, we are actually going to be doing a VR, and this VR is to House of Witchcraft, Miss Taryn. She is a lovely witchy lady. I will tag her channel down below. She actually made a tag called Your Voice, Your Magic, 9 Questions Community Project. I'm a little late to the game, but I figured I would go ahead and still do this tag and do a VR to her video. There actually was a couple of other ladies who also did this tag. Lady Dazed is actually the first one that I saw do this tag. She's also a very cool witchy lady. I will link her down below, go check her out. And the other witch I saw doing this tag was LeeAnn's Witchy Room. Another very cool witchy lady. I will tag all 3 of these witchy gals in the description down below. Okay guys, so first of all, I want to say that this is the third time that I have attempted recording this video today. I am so grateful. I have a new camera. I think I'm very satisfied with it. It looks great. I feel super professional. However, I'm still getting familiar with it. So it, for some reason, has cut me off and stopped recording a couple of times. I don't really know why, but hopefully, I think I figured it out, changed the settings. I think we'll be good. I hope, fingers crossed. Also, I'm recording on my couch. Because I'm tired. I'll spare you the details, but it's been a really long couple of weeks, you guys. So a few weeks actually. I'm just really tired, and anyway, nothing bad, of course. Thankfully, nothing bad. Just a lot is going on. So anyway, here I am, enjoying my dog in the background, licking herself. Anyway, so Your Voice, Your Magic, 9 Questions Community Project. This is just a series of questions to, basically it's a self-interview. It's to get to know other witches in the witchy community, and to get to know other people's magical practices, okay? Question number 1, how old were you when you started feeling witchy or magical? I would say that I started feeling that connection to spirits as young as maybe 1st grade. I don't know an exact age. I didn't fully embrace my witchy self until much, much later, but I did feel that connection. I did feel that connection to nature and to spirit. I felt a connection to trees and plants and especially animals. Definitely got deja vus and started wondering if I had psychic abilities at a young age, which I think everyone does. It just depends on whether or not you tap into it, blah, blah, blah. I'll save that for another video. But yeah, I would say as young as probably the 1st grade, I started noticing this really strong connection to something, and I just didn't know what it was. When did you say it out loud? Okay, so I did not fully come out of the broom closet and say aloud that I'm a witch until a couple years ago when I was 30 years old. So I had already been practicing for a little while before then, actively practicing as an established witch. However, I did not say it publicly until I was 30 years old. I posted it on social media. I just said, I'm a witch. I don't care anymore. What are you doing? I just said, I'm a witch. I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. Like, this is who I am. I feel empowered. So that's when I came out of the broom closet. Number 3, how do you relate to divinity, or how do you feel like connected to divinity? I personally, as someone who, Hachiko. Oh my God. As someone who identifies as a woman and portrays herself as a woman, I feel very connected to divinity through that, basically, through my menstrual cycles, through my fertility, through my intuition. Because of those things, I feel very connected to the moon phases, water, the earth, right? I feel very connected to the universe, spirit, nature because of those things. Now, that being said, I don't believe that you like have to be, you know, a cis woman or anything like that to be a witch or anything like that. That's just me personally and how I personally feel connected. Number 4 is, what is your favorite moon phase? So I would definitely have to say the dark moon or the new moon. I would say the new moon because I love banishing and I also love setting new intentions. So for me, the waning moon is when I get rid of stuff, right? I get rid of my negativity, I get rid of old habits and things like that, old toxic habits, you know? So the new moon is for me to really fully get rid of anything that I wasn't able to already get rid of during the waning moon. My cat's chewing on my wire. No. So I get rid of all of that garbage, last minute garbage, till up my soil, and I plant those new intentions during the new moon. So I love the dark moon, the new moon. I feel very calm. I feel like a clean slate. Favorite moon phase. Number 5 is, what is your favorite type of divination? My favorite type of divination, I would have to say now, is still scrying. Although I'm starting to really enjoy my clairaudient messages. If I'm going on a nature walk or if I'm outside looking at the sunset, sometimes I'll ask spirit to deliver me messages, and sometimes I will get clairaudient messages in what I call my third ear, my ear in my mind. But I still love scrying. Scrying is still probably my ultimate form of divination. I love eyelid scrying. I love crystal ball scrying. I love water scrying with herbs. However, I've also been going back to tarot and oracle lately, which is kind of like my main roots. But yeah, I would definitely have to say, I rambled a little bit on this one. I would definitely have to say my favorite is still scrying, for sure. Number 6, what is the type of magic that you're most likely to use? I would definitely have to say herbal magic is my favorite type of magic to use. 90% of the time I use the term herb as like a blanket term for plant, okay? 90% of the time I'm using plants in some way or form, shape or form. Whether it be lavender for a bath salts blend, you know, the very popular lavender, wood sorrel for connecting with my ancestors, goldenrod for luck and prosperity, mint for prosperity on my money altar or safe travels, catnip, wildflowers, for psychic ability. I mean, dandelions, I use all kinds of plants, and I try to collect as many as I can during the lighter months of the year, the lighter half of the year, and then lots of times I will dry them so that I can utilize them throughout the whole year, because I love using plants in my practice. Even when I'm scrying, like I said, sometimes I'll use herbs and water to scry. I just love using plants, man. I just love it. I'm a green witch. I don't really call myself any kind of title when it comes to what kind of witch I am, but if someone put a gun to my head, I would say I'm a green witch, a green pagan witch. Number 7, what is your best magical tool? I would definitely have to say my best magical tool. I love my herbs, like I said, but I would have to say my intention. I almost said intuition, which is really important too, but my intention is my best magical tool. To me, if my intention isn't there, there's no point. Definitely am guilty of trying to rush through a spell before, trying to rush through meditation, trying to rush through scrying, any other form of divination, what have you. If my intention is not clear and strong, it's usually not very successful. And that's just the way it is. You know, if you're not putting that intention clearly out there into the universe, you're not giving clear instructions on what you're wanting, right? Or what you're needing. So to me, without my intention, my magic is useless. So I definitely say my intention. Number 8, do you write things down in your journal or grimoire? So like many other people have said in this tag, I need to be better about it. I would definitely say in the beginning, when I started really practicing witchcraft, I was way better at it because I was so, it's kind of a good and a bad thing because I did it because I was so critical of myself. I was kind of one of those baby witches that thought, you got to do it all if you're going to be a witch. I'm just like, no, that's not true. But now I've kind of gravitated towards being a little bit more less strict on myself, you know? So I don't write things down as much as I should. I used to write down journal entries, dreams, all of my tarot spreads, readings that I did on myself, all of my spells, all of my rituals and ceremonies. Now I just write down spells to refer to. I don't really reflect too much. I do reflect, but I just don't reflect through writing too much on like my tarot spreads I do for myself. I don't know. I just kind of, I hesitate to say lazier, but I just don't feel like it's as important. Now I will say I've learned the hard way a couple of times though. Always write down your spells, even if it's a rough draft because you don't know how it's gonna go. I've learned that the hard way. I definitely write down, if I have an idea for a spell, I'll write down a rough draft. I'll do the spell. If I liked it, if it was successful, then I'll write a final draft in my actual grimoire or Book of Shadows. Because there's definitely a couple spells in the past that I didn't do that, and it was a very successful spell, and now I forget what I did. So always write down your spells, even if you don't think it's gonna work. Just write them down on a separate sheet of paper somewhere, on like a notebook or something. And then if you liked it, you can recopy it down in your Book of Shadows. And then you have it to refer to, because when a spell works, it's a really nice resource. Number 9, best advice learned so far. So the best advice that I have gotten so far would be careful who you listen to, I would say. I don't know. Yeah, be careful who you listen to, because just like any community, there are gatekeepers in this community. I mean, again, in every community, you're gonna have someone that says, you can't do it this way, you can't do it that way, you can't be like this, you can't be like that. And it's really silly. And you know, when you're someone who is new to a community and you just want to fit in and you just want to learn more and you're feeling a little intimidated and really insecure, people like that can really kind of affect you. I mean, I don't know about you guys. When I start out doing something, like, I'm not confident right away. Like, I feel insecure. And when someone tells me I'm doing something wrong or I'm not doing it the right way, like, I take that stuff seriously. So now I've learned, though, building my confidence in my craft, that those people are full of poopy caca. This is my household. Now I've learned that those people are full of crap. Like, they're full of crap, okay? I do what's best for me in my practice. Witchcraft is all about intention and your intuition, right? So whatever feels right to me, I do it, okay? I would say the only rule is don't hurt other people, don't oppress other people, and do whatever you want. That's what I go by. I don't listen to people. If someone in the witchy community tells me, like, no, you shouldn't do it that way, I'm like, I run for the hills now, girl. I'm like, I don't listen to them at all. So anyway, guys, it looks like I successfully recorded this whole thing. Thank you, universe. That's all I really got, you guys. I was today going to do a house tour and how I make my home more magical. I thought that would be kind of a fun video. If you're interested in hearing that or seeing that video, please let me know down below. I'd be more than happy to show you how I make my home and space a little bit more magical. And I'd love to see how you guys make your homes more magical as well. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you would like to do a VR to this video or this tag, make sure you do tag House of Witchcraft, because again, she is the original maker of this tag. But please do a VR to her video or mine or whatever. I don't care, just include her tag, because I would love to see your guys' VR to this. I would love to see your answers to these questions. What are your favorite forms of divination, your favorite form of magic? And yeah, please, I would love to see it. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. It was nice seeing you again. I missed you all. And until next time, guys, I hope you stay very well. Bye.